Kids are zipping by the house in their four-wheeler.
Guys, we need to talk. I'm actually shocked that this information isn't more widely known because it was so blatantly obvious to me in my first year of dropshipping. I even made a video on this 5 years ago called The Magic Pixel. And yes, we're going to talk about pixels today, or as they're now called, they've been rebranded by Facebook or Meta as they've been rebranded and called datasets. But it's the same thing, just a new name. I just really need to address this myth again because I feel like not enough people know this, and it is 100% affecting the way you approach Facebook ads. And yeah, I still struggle to call it like Meta ads. I hate saying that. It's just like I've been calling them Facebook ads for so long. Anyways, we're going to talk about the function of a pixel, what it actually does, how it impacts your performance, and then we're going to discuss the realities of what actually affects your performance. And so many people put just like a ton of emphasis on the pixel, like they think it's so important, and I just want to address this myth because I think that it's important. I think that you guys need to understand this. And the pixel, very simply, very plainly, all it does is send the data back to Facebook. That's it. There is no optimization occurring within the pixel. None. I've never, ever experienced that. I have swapped pixels on a store running at scale with no change in performance. It has zero impact on optimization. I should say no direct impact on optimization. It has a secondary impact on optimization in the sense that it's what's sending the data to Facebook, which feeds the algorithm, which affects optimization. But the pixel itself has no value. It is just purely a messenger. That's all it is, okay? It's just a line of code that sends data back to Facebook. That's all it is. There's nothing stored in it. It is a record keeper, but it is not a brain. It is not an algorithm in and of itself. And that's where I think a lot of people get lost. So they think they need like a different pixel for every product or a different pixel for every niche or whatever it is. And it's ludicrous. I've proven that theory wrong time and time again. I'm not going to sit here and go through the numbers with you, but I can just confidently tell you the pixel is just not that important. And so what I want to talk about now is what is important so that you guys can focus on the right things. All right, let's talk about where optimization actually happens. Currently, in today's world, it seems to be happening at the product or creative level. Actually, I guess it's more specific to say the creative level. The algorithm optimizes based on the performance of a specific creative. So the creative is the main driver of optimization. And with our method of drop shipping, the image ad method, where we launch a lot of different products at once, basically the terminology product and creative are kind of interchangeable. So we say a lot of times like a product's optimized or product is a winner, but really it's like the creative is the winner because the creative is the product. The creative is what people are seeing. It's what they're reacting to. It's what they're engaging with. The creative is the product. That is what creates the buying drive, is that photo or video if you use videos. Most other forms of optimization, and we're going to talk about them, are becoming more and more obsolete as time goes on. And Facebook is the algorithm is just super dedicated to optimizing for creatives, right? Yes, we can control the creatives that we run and we can improve them. We can make them better even, and that will affect optimization. But optimization, let's talk about where else optimization happens and where you can see it happen, essentially, right? If you're running ad set budgets, optimization will happen at the ad set level. You will actually see individual ad sets outperform other individual ad sets. So we're not seeing as much independence from one ad set to another, where you used to have these one ad set that was just incredibly strong. It was the same exact a carbon copy of another ad set, but one ad set was just way stronger. And that doesn't happen as much today because Facebook is really optimizing for the creative. So if the creative is spread across multiple ad sets and you're using the same creative on multiple ad sets, then it's it doesn't necessarily have favorites anymore, okay? Optimization also happens at the campaign level, but only if you're running campaign budget optimization. If you're running budgets at the campaign level, then you'll see optimization happen there. And then the next level, the last level, definitely 100% see optimizations happening at the ad account level. And that's kind of where it stops, okay? typically don't see optimization affecting business managers because every ad account seems to perform very differently within a business manager. It doesn't seem to translate into a specific type of performance at the business manager level. Okay, but ad accounts definitely can optimize. And when we see optimization happening at the ad account level is typically when we've been running consistently high performing ads. And you'll start to see that more of the ads you launch, more products that you launch, like just everything that you launch will have a much higher success rate than it ever did before as that ad account is optimizing. So the ad account itself will have a pretty significant impact on performance over time. Now, people say, well, I don't have a lot of spend on my ad account. I'm just getting started. Then how am I supposed to optimize my ad account without spending a bunch of money? It's like, just find a good product, find a good creative, and it will optimize very quickly. Okay, I found very strong, very strong products, winner products, like running $20,000, $30,000 budgets on these products within the first week of a brand new ad account. Okay, it happens very quickly. The algorithm is fast. If you put a good product, a good creative up, obviously with good pricing and good copy and like all the other stuff's got to be in line too. But if you hit it right at the beginning, it'll work. Okay, so you're not necessarily operating at a significant disadvantage by having a new ad account. There really is no concern there for me, because I know that when we do everything else right, we're going to optimize very quickly. Okay. Those of you that are running ads, you've probably already noticed this. Data that you're seeing in Facebook is extremely inaccurate. It's not reporting the correct data anymore. Facebook has been inaccurate since the whole iOS thing, and also since Zuckerberg went before Congress and like they got in trouble for collecting too much data and all this stuff. They had to like nerf their reporting systems. And so we're all forced to use these third-party tracking services. So you've got Hyros, you've got Cometly, you've got Triple Whale, you've got WeTrack, there's AnyTrack, there's all these different tracking services. Personally, my favorite is Triple Whale. It's just the best UI, the easiest to set up, the most accurate. It literally is just the best one in my opinion. And you can find a link to that in the description of this video. But what I wanted to address here is there are tracking services out there that claim that they send the data back to Facebook, to a pixel. Okay. And they claim that this helps optimization. Hyros is one of those, and WeTrack is another one. They claim that they are sending the data back to Facebook, and by doing so, it will actually help to optimize your ads further. And I can very confidently tell you that that's not the case. We've tested this extensively. We haven't seen any increase in performance when we are meticulously sending the data back to Facebook. It seems to have zero impact on performance. That is just further proof that the pixel is kind of irrelevant. It's really just helpful so that we can see where the money's coming from and we can spend more money on the ads that are doing well. But the optimization is not happening at the pixel level. It is happening at the creative level, almost primarily at the creative level. That is where the algorithm has decided to place the most importance, and that is on the individual creatives that are running. And that is because Facebook is dedicated to providing a good user experience, right? And for them, that's the creatives is like the only thing that matters, right? Like how are people interacting with your ad? Are they liking it? Are they sharing it? Are they commenting on it? Are they spending more time looking at your ad than somebody else's ad? These are the ways that they judge you. These are the ways that they determine whether you have a good ad or not, and that's what makes them show it to like their highest quality audiences. So if you're putting out good content, good creatives, good products, if you're using our method, it's the same thing. But if you're putting good pictures out there, good videos out there that people are interacting with, Facebook will actually send you higher quality traffic. And this is what we call optimization. It's literally just a decision within Facebook's algorithm to send you higher quality traffic. This is further backed up by the fact that you can launch almost anything on a well-branded store with good copy and good pricing and get a couple sales on the first day. Like it just happens so frequently that it's not a surprise. We expect it on almost everything that we launch. Products will just get a couple sales on the first day. And what that is Facebook is testing. They're testing the creative. They're testing the buying process. They're testing the consumers to see if this is a good user experience. And if they're not having a good user experience, and they have some kind of grading, judging mechanism built in that's based on how much people are interacting with your ad. If you're not providing a good user experience, then the quality of your traffic will die off, or we will not get it optimization. You'll lose optimization, right? It's a funny keyword that we always throw around, but really it's like the quality of the traffic in a lot of cases. And if your ad performs well with who they show it to, if they interact with it a lot, if you're like basically above average, that's really all it is. If your ads are above average, then they'll continue to send you high quality traffic, and that is ultimately what makes an ad profitable. Okay, so I just wanted to explain that. I want you guys to understand this intimately, because if you know what to focus on, if you know where to look, if you understand how the system works, then you can make decisions more effectively. You can understand where the problems actually lie. A lot of people like to blame things they can't control, because then they don't have to blame themselves, right? So when things aren't working, you're not making money, your store's not working, you're just dumping money into ads and nothing's coming back, it's very easy to just say like, my ad account's bad, Facebook doesn't like me, this doesn't work anymore. You just start making excuses, right? If you understand how this system works, then you can blame the right things. It's almost always accurate to blame the product or the creative, okay? If you're blaming something else, you really need to check yourself to see if you're doing it for the right reasons. Are you blaming other things because you have a legitimate reason to do so? Or are you blaming other things because you're being lazy? And I can very confidently tell you 95% of the time, the product or the creative, that is the problem, not the ad account, not anything else, okay? And then say 95% of the time it's the product, 4% of the time it's your branding, or it's probably closer to like 90% of the time it's the product, and then like 8% of the time it's the branding is the issue, and then like 2% of the time it's some kind of technical issue as far as like the ad account goes. If you run bad traffic enough, like if you run bad ads enough, like I feel like Facebook will rank you poorly and can like permanently place you lower in the auction. So this could happen, and people ask me, what should I do? Should I try a new ad account? Like, why not? You know, like go ahead, but don't put your focus there. Don't make it your like life's mission to find a good ad account, because that's not going to be beneficial for you. You need to get better at creative selection. You need to get better at the creative process, at finding good ads, putting good ads out there, writing good copy. That's what really, really matters. If you put your attention there, boy, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be okay. So anyways, I hope that was helpful. Just wanted to address that myth one more time and kind of update it according to how things are working now, because what I talked about 5 years ago in my Pixel video, the Magic Pixel, things have changed slightly. Yeah, anyways, thank you guys. If you have any questions about this, see you in the yard. You can ask me there. Thanks.